blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
What's up, peoples? Welcome to Your Realtor and Sneakers podcast. I am Kamiko Taylor, your Realtor and Sneakers. And today we were supposed to have a special guest, Lauren Hunter, on to just go off topic and talk about whatever is what we used to do on our actual show on Facebook called We Just Talking. And she was seeming to have some technical difficulties. So we're just going to go ahead and I have my Mr. Troy, the Vice President of Blast Music, joining me today. And we're also going to be off topic.
Indeed. We'll make it work.
Yeah, we'll make it work. So I apologize. Last Monday was a holiday. This past Monday was a travel day. I traveled to Houston for a graduation party and was on the road. So, we're making up for Monday today. So how's your day going so far, Troy?
Wednesday is definitely an interesting animal. It's it's been testing me, let's put it that way. But we are doing good. We'll get through this.
Yes. All right. Well, what should we talk about today?
Well, I can definitely say I could share a little bit on my first home buying experience.
Okay.
First house I got in 2013. It was a corner lot. Got it built from the ground up. If any of you are like me, there's something about new, especially in a place you live. It's a whole different experience. We picked everything from the paint outside the house to the color of the grout in between the tiles,
Nice.
kitchen and bathroom. So it was very personalized to us. And I wouldn't change that for the world. And it was very easy for us. But this was at the time when the real estate market had pretty much crashed and it was on the rebound. So we got a brand new, in 2013, brand new home, 3-2, probably a quarter-acre lot for about $119. And
where are you located, Troy?
I'm in Florida. I'm right outside of Orlando, but the house is in an area called Groveland, and Central Florida.
Yeah.
There was a single story of 3-2. And less than 2,000 square feet combined with the garage, corner lot, and $1,000 we put down, no premium on the lot.
So beautiful.
And mortgage payment was $653 because spouse was disabled and has they have a homestead clause, so there's no tax on the land. So I don't know about you, but $650 sounds beautiful.
It is amazing. Can only dream.
And the one thing I would tell you this, at the time of signing, we had $40,000 worth of equity in it at the time of signing. And now that house is worth about $400,000.
Beautiful.
Ain't God good.
Very good. And that was meant for you guys. You know, when things like that happen that way, it's meant for you, whether it's for the moment, for forever, temporary. That was meant. That was a blessing, definitely.
So we got to learn the maintenance of a home. And I'm going to tell you, once you've been apartment living forever, and then you end up deciding to get a house, it is definitely mind changing. Now, true enough, when there's an issue, you are the maintenance man. You are the, plumber and all that until you get an actual plumber and so on. We had the issue where the spring on the garage broke and that thing came, bam, slamming down. So we had to get that replaced. So, there's things you learn.
It is things you learn. I'm still learning. I have yet, and I claim it, to get my dream property built from the ground up. It's nothing like newness.
Indeed.
Having it customized to your likings, and I'm a little extra with mine because I know when I get my dream home and have it built, I want a built-in bar. My backyard's just going to be just full of entertainment, a kitchen out there, you name it. My bedroom has to have a fireplace in it, along with another room, the nook room, reading room that's attached to the master bedroom. I'm just extra. So yeah, that experience I'm excited about. And the maintenance. So for whatever reason, luckily the past 3 years we've been blessed to not have had anything major go on in the home that will require, for us to call a contractor or somebody out. Of course, we had the AC issue a couple of weeks ago. And that was we found out it was just a switch need to be turned on. So there was no cost there. But for some odd reason, the bathroom in the master bath has a sewer smell.
Welcome.
Oh, hello, Lauren. Welcome. You're on mute.
Okay.
Woo! Welcome.
So Troy, this is Lauren. Lauren, that's Troy.
Hi, Troy.
He's joining us today. We know you had some technical difficulties. I'm glad you were able to join, though.
I apologize for the tardiness.
Oh, you're good. You are good.
So yeah, but it has a sewer smell, and I don't know why. Of course, my toilet is clean, and so I'm like, and it's only the master bathroom. It's not the sink downstairs, the bathroom downstairs. My daughter's. It's none anywhere where the water is in faucets and toilets. It doesn't smell that way. Only in my bedroom. So I'm like, what could that possibly be? So I'm going to get in there. I'm going to go in the, what did you call it? The commode, lift the lid off.
Yeah.
YouTube said something about a sealer in there or something. I'm going to pour a whole bottle of bleach in it. I don't know what else to do. I'm just trying to avoid that big, being a homeowner, calling the contractor out expense.
I got you. Yeah. I wanted to say real quick, when you talked about the dream home, there's nothing wrong with everything you said. That extra, your home should be extra. It should be your haven.
Yes.
Because there was a builder that built a home out here where over the garage was a home theater. And I said, yes, Lord, that's me right there. Because having the whole elongated, and they actually had the lazy boys and everything, and then the back wall was blacked out for the drop down screen, and it was amazing. So I said, I want that.
Yeah,
definitely need to have my own home office area.
Yes,
for sure. And but I'm not into the upstairs downstairs. I want one level. It could be as big as it want to, and have as many rooms. But that upstairs downstairs, I'm good.
Let me tell you how I am over it. See, it's one thing living in apartments and you have to walk up. You're on the second, third, or fourth floor, whatever, right? It's another to live in a home with stairs that you have to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, just to get to the kitchen, just to get to the front door, the garage.
Let me
tell you, my calves is my all my leg muscle is strong. It's to the point where actually today I'm going to get a mini refrigerator at Walmart. They're on sale for $49. Because see, when it's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning and I'm thirsty, and the refrigerator's downstairs.
I got you.
Yeah,
I'll take you completely out your sleep walking down there, right?
Yeah, and then it'll disturb it, But I'm excited about my dream home. I wrote it down. You write things to manifest.
Sure.
And so yeah, my home it'll be extra to a lot of people, but you're right. I believe in me and my husband are so different because I believe in investing in the home. That's our palace.
Right.
That's our peace. We leave our houses and homes every day to go into that world that's full of
chaos.
You know what I'm saying? So when we finish dealing with that, we want to come in peace, come into our home clean, just a peaceful thing. And so I'm always looking at ways to improve. And my husband's he's a little different. It's all about his motorcycle, the Harley, the horses, things like that. And I'm over here like, can I just please get some new curtains? Like,
would your hubby want a ranch style home?
Yes, because he has a ranch in Waco, which is where all our horses are. Okay. But I've been thinking about the barndominiums. Those are very nice.
They are.
Yeah, they're very nice. But I can't wait. I'm excited. I know it's not going to happen anytime soon, so I just can't wait to experience that whole new build.
I got you.
What about you, Lauren? What's your dream home looks like?
Oh man, I would probably have my dream property would be a lot of land, like the promised land, like Rick Ross.
I ain't mad at you.
Maybe not like Rick Ross. It'd probably be more like Boosie, only because I think he's extremely strategic. He's thinking about the future. Like he created those townhomes for all of his kids, to see, how they would handle a piece of adulthood being in the backyard with them breathing. So things of that nature where you can, pass it off to your kids and it keep on going. I'm not a farm girl, so that wouldn't work for me. But I think just a really big property. I probably have a lot of glass. I ain't
gonna even comment on that.
I probably have a lot of glass. Fairly contemporary. But yeah, I would have a groundskeeper, so it would be a lot of land.
Okay.
Yeah, a whole section for like kids. Go over there, go have your fun, then like an adult, almost like an all-inclusive mini resort. That's what I would like to have.
Oh my, yes.
I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
See, Lauren got some ideas I'm gonna have to pick because I ain't think about all them things. So now she got my interest going.
That one there. That's I got to get through my first dream home before I can expand like that. Before I be ready for all of that.
Yeah, I can go. Yeah, that's what I would like.
I have a question. There's a dream of me wanting to create, like you say, let's say if we had 5 acres of land, right? Have you seen how Home Depot has where you can get these pop-up homes for like
DIYs?
Yeah. What if we were to create, I'm believing big, what if we were to get 10 of those on a home, have enough space for people to be able to park in it? You actually rent those out. And, because I was watching one lady on YouTube talking about it on just one. After you get the plumber, the electrician, the insulation and everything, you're probably going to be paying maybe $80,000 to $100,000 for that one property. So if you got $1 million worth of those, you could easily probably rent those out. What would you say, 1,500?
Depends. It depends on what square footage you would choose, because they have a variety of them.
They were like 600. They were 1 bedrooms, but they were like 600.
600 square feet.
Mm-hmm. But they look really roomy. They were nice. They even have an add-on where you can create an upper deck.
Yes.
There's a stairwell.
And the stairwell goes around it.
You can barbecue up there, have sunbathing or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, man.
Yeah, you just created a whole community.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I want to do. Because here's one thing that we're lacking. I'm in Orlando, Florida. One thing
Okay.
they're lacking is places for rent. So that facility will be 100% occupied easily.
Immediately.
Exactly. And with it being one bedroom, that will kind of limit as far as, how many kids or whatever, because it will be a small community. But I've been thinking about something like that because I do eventually want to get into real estate, but I'd rather be more of an owner, landlord, if you will, type of
Yeah.
thing. And to build something of that magnitude and to be yours, that income stream will be nice.
It would be nice, and just to let you know, we're gonna speak that into existence for you.
There you go.
We're gonna
There
manifest
you
that.
go.
And then when you do get it all said and done, you'll contact Century 21 or Century 21 Judge Fight Property Management to manage your property.
There you go.
I know you guys are everywhere, so most definitely.
I'm sure it's something over in that area. I could look for you. But yeah, you could get someone to manage the property for you, and that's passive income for you.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
And you just kick back and let them do the work, and you receive your revenue.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of working for other people.
Lauren been on that deep lately. Like, Jesus, yeah.
I'm like, it's at a point where like that, this is it. This is what needs to happen. I feel you 100%. I know what you're saying. With you saying like creating that kind of community, I actually thought of like an assisted living. That's what I thought of. Because a lot of these retired people, they're being displaced as well. Because of
Oh, me too. No doubt true. I feel you.
Yeah, so there's various things with that. But yeah, the entrepreneurship for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with Blast was the same thing. We were trying to create passive income, but you still have to build it to get to that passive income mentality.
You have to spend to make.
There it is.
Spend to make.
There it is.
Yeah. But I'm, again, I stepped out on faith with this real estate, 2 years ago. Shoot, this year be 3. And, although the real estate is an up and down type of thing, unless you've been in the game for a long time and you have, clientele that you've dealt with for years, or, word of mouth referrals, it could be up and down. And I'm having such a hard time. God's been good to us. He's been sustaining us. He's been taking care of our home just on my husband's income. But it's so much that I want to do. The needs are being met, but the wants are like lingering. And I'm like, I got to go back to work. And every time I think about it, I just be like, I don't want to work for nobody else. I'm not telling you, punching your clock. I'm not asking you for PTO. I'm just going to let you know I'm not going to be there, and you prepare the others for my absence. I'm not asking, can I just don't want to work for nobody else.
That part.
Period.
That's just it. That's it.
Could I ask you, ladies, are you in love with real estate enough that you would create your own business where you're the boss with real estate?
That's what I'm working on.
Okay.
I mean, I'm in a current state of, still getting the name out there, still letting people know who I am and what I can provide to them. But the whole goal is I'm my own boss. And I do want to extend my services within the real estate industry. There's a million other entities that I can use my license for.
Right.
So, just trying to figure all that out. But I'm racking my brains trying not to go clock into somebody else's.
Man, I just don't want to have those conversations. I don't want to tell you why I need to go get my child. I want to say I'll be back, or I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, that kind of liberty is so refreshing.
Yes, it is.
It just feels good when you say it. Can you imagine? I'll be back.
But you know what, though? You know what, Troy? I was telling Lauren and a couple other people that know me. Crazy thing is, out of all the years I've been working, I'll be 49 in 2 weeks. Out of all the years I've been working, no lie, I did what I wanted to do. I don't know how I got past it. I don't know how I got through without ever getting fired. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I was never disrespectful with time or nothing like that.
Right.
But I'll be there when I be there. Or if I was running late, this is what it is. I'm running late. If I had to take my lunch earlier than the scheduled time to make an appointment or whatever, I did it. If I wanted to take some time off, I'm like, oh, well, next Monday I need to put in for PTO. I never asked. I told them.
There's a difference.
And it's crazy because I would take a lunch. It might be a little extended. And my friends used to say, Miko, how are you not fired yet? I said, girl, I don't know. But I'm not asking nobody for anything. I'm letting you know, being courteous and letting you know.
I will tell you, a person that has a work ethic, that has a proven track record, can be like that. But if they're not bringing nothing back to the company, you can't be like that.
Yeah.
So that just shows you brought results.
Yeah. Hey, and the Lord was on my side.
That's it.
There it is.
Every time.
Yeah. So originally, now, Troy, are you from Florida?
No, I'm all over the place. I was born in Boston, Massachusetts, lived in Dallas, Texas, off and on. Went to high school in the Virgin Islands. Came back to the States for college, back in Dallas, as a matter of fact, and moved to Florida and stuck here ever since. I lived in Jersey for about 3 years to get married, and then we came back to Florida. But Florida's where it's at for me.
Okay. What Lauren and I originally came up with, we were going to talk about the experience of moving from one state to another. In your case, you have a couple of scenarios. But we were going to talk about that. So just the experience of, picking up. I mean, I've shared some of my story, in the previous podcast about, me just picking up and leaving California. No family, no friends, told my job, deuces, and just moving to Texas, just on faith. My experience, and again, I explained all that. So I'm going to let Lauren explain her experience from moving from North Carolina to Texas.
Oh, she's an NC girl. Okay. Most of our podcasters are.
Oh, that's where they are? Where in North Carolina?
We got some in Salisbury. We have an artist in Durham. High Point. I don't know. They're all over, but majority of our podcasters are from North Carolina.
Okay. Well, I support it. Well, I just got to a point in life where I just wanted more. I just wanted something different. North Carolina is a beautiful place. It's home. It still feels like home. I still struggle. I can't call Texas home just yet because it's like, not yet. And it's been almost 7 years. This year, Thanksgiving will be 7 years. But of all the things that I wanted, Texas just kept checking the box. It just checked the box. And my parents always raised us and told us we have to leave. You can come back, but you have to leave. So came out here. It's been a pretty good experience overall. So I'm still here.
That's good. Yeah. Texas is great. It is. It's great. It has its ups and downs, but for the most part, I think the good outweighs the bad here, to me, in my 13 years of being here.
I agree.
The opportunities. Well, I can honestly say when I moved here, the opportunities were great. They were there.
Yes.
But because so many people are moving here, and it's been a drastic change in the economy here in Texas since I moved here. It's rental prices. Jobs are a little bit more difficult to obtain just because of the volume of people that are living here. So now your chances and your opportunities or not as great as it would have been some years back. But for the most part, there's still, the news said the other day that there was, oh my God, I think they said it was maybe 11,000 jobs added to the job list here in Dallas and Texas.
Oh wow.
I don't know where they at and I don't see them, but that's what they said. I don't know where the jobs is at. But for the most part, I have no complaints about Texas other than I still cannot get used to the liquor stores being closed on Sundays. Closing at 9 o'clock Monday through Saturday.
You're in the front area.
Oh, and the donuts. You don't like the donuts, the donut shops.
In the donut shops in California, our donut shops stay open all day. Why does the donut shops close at 12 o'clock here in Texas? I don't understand that. I might want a donut at 3 p.m. I might want a donut at 6 p.m.
You never know.
I don't understand that for the life of me. And then when I first moved here, everybody said, oh, it's the Bible Belt. It's the Bible Belt, and they don't sell liquor on Sundays. And well, if you sell wine, is it because Jesus drank wine and you only sell wine on Sundays?
You'd be surprised.
Texas, in what I'm like about maybe 10 minutes away from Oak Cliff, Bible Belt.
It's weird. Back home, it's regulated by the state, so Sunday is not like it's 9 o'clock. That's it.
That's ridiculous.
And it's just one. It's called the ABC store.
They monopolize it.
You can be in Charlotte. You can be in Wilmington. You can be in Raleigh. It's the ABC store.
It drives me insane because literally the other day when I was in Houston this past weekend, on Sunday, I got up. I had forgot my toothbrush here in Dallas, so I got up and ran to a Target. Got a toothbrush and some sunflower. Well, we call them poly seeds in California, but sunflower seeds. And I happened to pass the wine aisle, and it was at that time I didn't know what time it was, but I passed the wine aisle, and it was some new wine, black made owners, and I was like, I like to support, so I was like, and it looked good to pour in my coffee. It was like a strawberry cream something. So I said, oh, let me grab this and throw it in my coffee because I was still studying for my investment course. And we get to the register, ring everything up, and I'm like, you need my ID. And she was like, oh, no, and that's not really good because I'm like, dang, am I starting to look at my age? But okay. And she types it in, and she's like, why is this not going through? She said, oh, it's not 10. It's 9:50.
Oh, jeez.
It's Sunday. I forgot.
Yep.
And so I'm like, this is just crazy. And I think that just changed because it used to be 12 o'clock on Sundays.
So they moved it to when?
They moved it to 10 a.m.
Yeah, they moved it back to earlier.
Just take it off. Take all the restrictions off. Just, whew.
I mean, if you can start brunch with you can go to a restaurant and have brunch.
Right. I go to Cracker Barrel and get a mimosa at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, you can.
And that orange juice is what makes it non-alcoholic.
I guess.
It throws it out of whack.
Flash.
My goodness. Well, I'll tell you what. Well, since we're almost at the midpoint, I can go ahead and play our Blast Artist of the Week.
Sure.
Week, but of the day.
Let's
This
see
is, let me see here. Yes, this artist is my man Hakeem Romance. Shout out to him. He is a blast artist, and his song is called Balance. Let's take a listen.
SOE. Hey, look. You done put some things that's heavy on my soul. So heavy I can't carry it, I lose control. Whoa, 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 whoa. Balance. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. I'm back at it. I'm about to pull a big flex out. City boy chillin' with my chest out. Dust off my shoulders, I'm the best out. I'm a romantic bitch, never let her out. I'm I'm about to act a donkey. Only if it want it. So let it until the morning. Shawty wanna take a ride on my pony. Ayy, what do we have here today? Shawty, you eating, time to percolate. Put on your birthday suit, I like it. Something I can grab onto, yeah. I'm on, take it out, and you go up at a law, take it out on you, yeah. Where you trying to go? Just say the word and let me know. I show you things that you never seen before. Just don't cross that line, I'll leave you behind disrespectfully. You done put some things that's heavy on my soul. So heavy I can't carry it, I lose control. Whoa, 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 whoa. Balance, oh no, 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 oh no, 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 I'm back at it. Fresh, but you can look day. Fucking with a real who well. Too clean, gotta slide on the bitch. Tell her to keep dreaming, make a wish. I know you want it, babe. Hurry before it's too late. Don't keep me waiting now. Don't keep me waiting now. You can pull up, do what I say so. 50 shades of romance, you never let it go. This what I'm packing out tonight. This what you asked for. Don't worry, I plan to give you more. Where you trying to go? Just say the word and let me know. I show you things that you never seen before. Just don't cross that line, I'll leave you behind disrespectfully. You done put some things that's heavy on my soul. So heavy I can't carry it, I lose control. Whoa, 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 whoa. Balance, oh no, 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 oh no, 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 I'm back at it.
Oops, got everything scrambled here. But that is my guy Hakeem Romance with Balance. And if you are an independent artist or spoken word poet or up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans of music. So if you love great music, you can also go to blastmusic247.com, register as the unlimited fan, and have access to hundreds and hundreds of independent music. Blast, we're constantly changing the industry one artist at a time. All right.
I like that. These artists are amazing.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, we are blessed with some amazing independent artists who are all
like that song.
All over the world. And he is actually based in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
But he's a regular. He's going to be on our one of our hip hop shows next Friday, and he'll be on Carla's show the 27th. So
okay,
he's a good guy. We have a lot of fun.
I like that.
Because
that was nice.
So one thing you and I were talking about that I wanted us to share is how we talked about the likelihood of getting a brand new home in a rural area using a USDA loan where mortgage payments can be about $1,000 a month. Now, of course, there's stipulations to everything, but could you give us a little more breakdown as far as where you are using a USDA loan?
The USDA loans are fairly easy to come across with most lenders. There are a few requirements. Of course, it would have to be in a rural area. The qualifications for a USDA, I've never really had a USDA deal, but the qualifications are not as complicated as your typical FHA loan.
Okay.
So, as far as again, it all depends on the rates. That doesn't change anything, but
the rates and everything.
Yeah, but when you're dealing with rural areas, the cost is typically much more cheaper than in city, because rural areas, you're not paying taxes. There's no HOAs. So that's factored into, your mortgage. Now USDA, I guess you can. So a lot from my peers and listening to some of their deals, I've never really heard of anyone getting a USDA loan on undeveloped land. The homes are already pre-established, already there, but you can build.
Okay.
And then you would, of course, within the land for USDA, I believe it already has to have septic. It has to have all those in place.
That are required.
Yeah, but I could dig deeper for you and send you that information, but I've never personally dealt with a USDA. But for me, I think it's a wonderful thing.
Okay.
If you're ready to kind of get away and still away on your own.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while since I've been to Texas, but the Oak Cliff is still kind of in the city, and I used to live right off of Loop 12, so it is what it is. But in my case, the house that I had in Groveland was outside of the bigger city, which is Claremont, and Claremont has grown dramatically because they were saying the growth was like 11% every year. It kept growing, so it grew really fast, a little bit too fast for it. But to the fact that I was in the outskirt, when I finally got home, it's quiet outside. I mean, you only hear the bugs, and the moon would be your street light, if you will.
Right.
It was lovely.
You like that?
Well, I just like no noise. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
It was just comfortable. Now I know nothing of North Carolina, Lauren. So, is it real? Is it real rural, or is it city as well?
No, most people, they think of it, they just think it's just dirt and just mobile homes everywhere. But no, no, not at all. I'm from Raleigh, so that's the city. Now where I was born is different. We got your dirt roads and the neighbors with the pigs and the things of that nature, closer to Winston-Salem.
Okay.
But growing up in Raleigh is like an extremely micro-sized version of Dallas. Small version, very small, much smaller. But it's grown drastically over the years, so they're trying to keep up with Charlotte.
Now, what I'm learning is, or what I've learned as far as being a part with a lot of the podcasters from North Carolina, there is a lot of talent in North Carolina, and I didn't realize how many celebrities live in North Carolina. It's like another Nashville. It's like another Nashville, but it's more in the more like in the arts and arts and film, very much into the theater, into the plays. Very creative.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we have a lot of spoken word artists that are also from North Carolina, so it's just amazing to see all these talents everywhere.
I first got to see that in school. I went to school in Durham at NCCU, so I had some. Yeah, there's a lot of arts culture that way.
And this is what, because I'm rubbing elbows with them, this is what helped me to be a little more creative, because I'm usually like this, but they help me think outside of the box, and I appreciate that. So
I've always, spoken word, poetry. I've always loved it, but it's something I always kind of want to do, because sometimes you listen to them and you look at them and you're like, they go deep. And sometimes when we're sitting in our own thoughts, you're like, ooh, that was deep. What I'm saying? But will somebody else think that's deep? But it's one of those things where you have to be really confident within yourself and know that you know what you're talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as far as the theatrical part of it and all of that, I got it down. I'm an actress. You know what I mean? But it's just the content. It's like,
you want to give us a sample?
So as I woke up this morning and I saw the sun rise. I told myself that I played too much. Nope, I ain't got it.
Bars.
Right, bars.
Bars.
And then you do have those supporters that are like, whoa, no, you ain't. Good answer. No.
I love watching it. I love watching spoken word. And like you said, if you're really listening, sometimes just the artistic approach of it, you just get chills. Just look like, ooh. And it could be so simple, but yeah, I love listening to it. Yeah. I don't know if I would I could have like a little spoken word session in the privacy of my home, like a little small intimate group, like close friends. I could do that just being silly, but they're truly talented to be able to be that vulnerable in front of a bunch of people. That's not.
Well,
I don't think I'm there anymore.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, if ever you ladies have time on, let's see, Friday is Shine Vibrations podcast. He does spoken word, and then my man Paul Krim has his show at. I'm sorry, I'm speaking Eastern Standard Time. So, Paul Krim is Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they both do spoken word. And I'm gonna tell you, not only what they're saying, but it's the transparency of it that is just so refreshing. Because Paul Krim, his acronym name stands for Proof a Woman Can Create a Man. And proof a woman can raise a man. That's his acronym, Paul Krim.
Oh wow.
He's really good guy, love him to death, real deep, and everything he speaks, you hear his heart. And having that kind of transparency is beautiful to me. I love that, and I love that about him. And he's just a real other guy. And he even don't even joke around about saying you could do it or anything like that, because not that they'll test you, but they'll encourage you that you can do it.
Yeah.
And they'll say, please go ahead. And you'll be surprised you could do it more than you realize until you just let go. And
that sounds kind of fun.
It is.
Yeah. Well, and one thing about it is you cannot have a lazy mind. You cannot have a lazy mind. And I think that, a lot of times, just like, for instance, when Lauren and I did, we just talking, we would literally come up with topics and the drink of the week, whatever. And when I asked her to be a guest the other day, neither one of us could think of a topic.
Had a brain freeze.
I was like, what is going on here?
It was hard trying to figure out like where to pull from, because we've just talked about so many different things.
And I did say that, my podcast sometimes would not be solely based around real estate. We'll jump off subject from time to time, and talk about life. But, that spoken word and poetry, I mean, you cannot have a lazy mind. You got to be quick-witted. And you would think that I would have that, being I used to rap. I used to rap.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'd write a rap down in a minute and pop, 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 pop. Like Salt and Pepper, I'll Take Your Man. Oh, hands down. I got but that's memorized.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just coming off the dome with stuff is just like, woo, I got to think.
Yeah.
The beauty of having a podcast that you keep unboxed, that gives you the liberty to say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Because today you may want to talk about real estate. Tomorrow you want to talk about politics.
Right.
You may want to talk about a movie you saw or something. So it gives that flexibility so that all can be able to appreciate what you're sharing.
Yeah. So, I like to get personal. Speaking of movies, are you excited about Bad Boys on Friday?
I didn't realize it was that soon.
I know.
Wow. I keep forgetting this is June. So
isn't it crazy? Because we had just went and saw, what was that movie we saw? Because we have a new B&B theaters down the street from my house. It was big theater with bowling and a whole entertainment, whatever. They have the Screen X room, where the screen is around the whole room. I think yeah.
You have an IMAX. Wow.
Yeah, and and then they have a room that's the lounge room where the chairs are like lounges. All the chairs vibrate. All the chairs have heat on them. There's a 40X room, which is where I'll be watching Bad Boys on Friday, where the chairs move, like it's action packed. So if there's moving, airplane, whatever, the chair moves. If it's water involved, there's little things that squirt water on you. If you're watching a movie, like the example they gave was like Candyland, it's things that have missed out the smell of candy. You know what I mean? So it's it's all action packed. But I think maybe 2 months ago when we first went, I remember them saying Bad Boys would be in June, and I was like, "Oh, that's June." Well, June is here, and I'm like, "That happens. How are we already in the middle of 2024?"
I know.
Man,
wow.
There is a movie theater that opened up for me that's not that far. It's like probably not even a year old, okay? They got the big lazy boy chairs, the recliners and everything. Now to enhance my inner bougie, they actually have the waiters that will bring you the popcorn in a metal bowl.
Right.
And they'll actually serve food and everything at the trays and everything. And you get the latest movies. So you pay a little more for that service, but it's all worth it. And being that it's new, not everybody knows about it. So
yeah,
usually.
So here in Texas, that's considered a studio movie grill.
Okay.
And they have a couple of them around. And crazy thing is, you pay the regular price for tickets for studio movie grill. Of course, you're paying for your beverages and your food and stuff like that.
Great.
But same thing, you order from your chair, watching the movie, because of the drinks, I probably have about 2 drinks during the movie. I've finished one and I'm like, well, that was nothing, and hit the little button, let me get another Long Island iced tea or, whatever. But those are pretty neat. It's very convenient. You know what I mean?
It is.
You don't have to get up and, let me go get some more soda, or you can sit there and be served while you watch the movie. And the crazy part about it is, it's not that distracting. You know what I mean? It's not. You would think that all that moving around and it's not.
Yeah, it's minimal.
Are you a movie buff, Lauren?
I would say a movie buff. I don't go as much as I used to, but I do like going to the movies. I love watching movies. I have little boys, so Marvel's our bonding place.
Oh yeah. I just went and saw this is Netflix. We went to the movie theater, we saw the King Kong versus Godzilla, and that was awesome. Me and my girl took a kick out of that. Then this weekend I saw Godzilla -1 on Netflix. I fell asleep on that bed.
Well, for one, you was at home.
That dry.
Well, when they showed the Godzilla parts, the effects and everything, super dope. Loved it. But they're building the character, and it was long-winded.
Okay.
It was real long-winded.
Okay. And I'm not a movie person, believe it or not. As far as going to the movie theaters, the only reason I have been going lately is because, again, we have the new B&B Entertainment Center, and my daughter moved to California permanently last Wednesday, so she's gone. So I was just trying to, find ways, or she was, Mom, let's go to the movies, just trying to do things with her before she left, because I am officially an empty nester. Officially an empty nester to the kiddo, and then partially empty nester because my husband travels the world for work.
Right.
So it's just me and Hazel Marie up in here. The dog, the pit bull. But I don't go to the movie unless it's like, and again, I'm not racist or anything, but if it's a black movie, I'm going to see it.
You say you're on the
Now,
way.
yeah, I'm on my way. And I'm not racist or nothing like that. It's just Color Purple, Wakanda. I'll get up and go. I did go see. Me and my daughter went and saw The Fall Guy. That was amazing. That movie is
I forgot
good.
about that.
I used to love the TV show, so I need to check that out.
Yes, that movie is so good. Like we were going to go see it again. Good.
Okay.
Full of now that was full of action.
Love it.
That's right down my alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I'm sorry, I'm a typical male, so I can't buy a ticket to see something dealing with emotions. That just don't work for me. I gotta have action, sci-fi, special effects.
And I'm not an action person.
Yeah.
I'm action, not sci-fi.
Yeah, and I love Lorna tell you, I know sometimes she probably be like, why are we I'm a sentimental person, but I'm not sentimental. Does that make sense? Like I can watch, I'll watch things that is sad, but I'm not a sad person and it doesn't make me sad. I don't know what it is. For one, I'm a Gemini. So, they say we ain't got no emotions at all.
Lord.
Partially true. But for some reason, I don't know if it's just because of the effect, the experience, tapping into that side. I don't know. Best film of all time.
Belinda asks, what's your best film of all time in your opinion?
Oh my gosh.
That's a very hard question. That's a very hard question because I can't mark a movie as King of the Hill.
That's hard.
That's hard for me as well. I can go so many different directions.
Now, I will say this, and I put the disclaimer of typical male. I loved the Avengers series, especially the end game when they beat Thanos. That was huge to me.
Okay.
What's tied with that is the first Iron Man movie because I really loved the whole everything they did with that was great. Outside of Iron Man and Marvel, there's a movie by Jet Li he did a long time ago that's called Fearless. The cinema photography, the visuals was just absolutely gorgeous, and the whole plot of the movie was amazing. So those three are just a few that I really were impressed with.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was pretty good because I'm still thinking. but so hands down, going back to the adolescent days, my very first movie at the drive-in, because back then we did drive-in theaters. My mama packed up a whole bunch of snacks. We got in a station wagon and we headed down to the drive-in. And my very first movie was E.T.
That was a classic.
E.T. Oh, I cried my heart out. E.T. Phone Home. I cried. And then another movie, because as far as it's 1,000 movies I could say, but it came on TV the other day, The Never Ending Story.
Oh wow, that's a classic.
Yeah, that's a classic. I was like, oh my God. And I saved it so I could watch it later because I was leaving. I said, oh, The Never Ending Story.
Man, those were the days.
Those was the days, yeah.
Well, since we're in that space, I can jump in. There was what was it called? It was the movie with Humpty. What was the movie? The Fat Boys.
Crush Groove.
Oh, Crush Groove? Was that what you're talking about?
No. They were rappers, and then all of a sudden they ended out in the woods, and it was this big party. You had the dance, the Humpty dance.
That was a movie?
Yes.
Wow.
No.
I apologize. I don't know. If you guys know in the chat.
Purple Rain was one of my first movies.
Okay.
One of my first movies.
We have just about 6 minutes. Go on and Google that because I need to know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Purple Rain was definitely
time
Purple
period.
Rain was good. Again, Color Purple for me was just if somebody came to me and say we're having a stage play and we need some cast, I could play any of them. I know it by heart, verbatim. Don't ever watch that movie with me. I'm gonna ruin it. You're gonna not like me. So, that one. What was another one?
One of my favorite musicals is Chicago. I've always wanted to be in Chicago.
Oh.
Lando
Okay.
said Avengers Endgame, Color Purple, and Purple Rain as a question mark. Are you asking what are those? I don't know. I have to see what Lando's saying.
What the movies that we mentioned?
Oh, are we
Yeah,
saying
there's
that
a
these are the
question.
best films of all time? I guess.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
I don't know about all time. I think it's more of a favorite for me. I can't believe it's of all time.
Oh, he's
There's a
saying
lot
no.
of them that we can say is our all-time favorite.
Yeah, he's saying no. Are those your final answer?
No, it's not the final answer.
No, there's way more. There's way more.
We have way too many films to just say best of all times. It's hard. I know.
It's okay. It's just the tornado sirens.
Oh Lord.
You hear Hazel?
Oh, that's her.
They're testing the tornado sirens, and she sound like a damn
It's
coyote.
not happening.
Hey, for those that don't know nothing about those tornado sirens, boy, they definitely clear your arteries with your heart.
And it's one right in front of our house, so that's why it's so loud.
Lando says Interstellar is his favorite.
What is it?
Interstellar.
Interstellar?
Do you remember that movie?
Mm-mm.
I do remember it. I didn't see it though, but I do remember it. I didn't watch it. For whatever reason.
Is it INNER Seller?
Yes. INTERSTELLAR. Interstellar.
Okay, Interstellar.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up.
My goodness. Well, this has been quite an interesting chop it up session. Impromptu, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
appreciate you guys. I just, I finally am feeling much more relief. I don't have as much on my plate. I didn't take summer classes, so I'm not in school. I was struggling with, my license renewal was due, and so I had to take the new SAE, courses to renew my license, and so I was struggling with the real estate investment course, and almost thought that I was incompetent until I had individuals saying, no, that test is hard.
Oh.
So I was like, whoo, I thought it was me. But I had a lot of that going on. And so I did pass my test this morning. I'm done with it. So
congratulations.
I can focus more. You know what I mean? So come next week, come Monday, we'll have a topic. As a matter of fact, if there's anyone on here live watching, if you have a topic that you would like to be covered, feel free. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to having guests. We could talk about it all. So just either leave it in the comments. I believe that I have my Facebook page listed anywhere?
Let me see. I don't see it, but let me check something.
But yes, open to topics, open to subjects. Again, this is Your Realtor and Sneakers. We'll talk about real estate, but then we'll also talk about what we talked about today. Just impromptu. It is what it is. But I thank you guys for joining and helping me out today, because I was clueless and so was Lauren.
Throw her under the bus with you guys.
Yeah, she gonna get under that bus with me.
It's all right. I'll be right there. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate the invitation.
You're so welcome. And thank you, Troy. I know you have a million trillion things to do to be with me. I'm just playing. I was watching Fist Fight yesterday.
It's all good. I'm here to help however I can. So it's fun.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in, everybody that has and engaging. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. And I will see you guys again next Monday at 12 p.m. Have a good
All right.
week.
Have a good
Take
one,
care,
y'all.
guys.
Bye bye.